been a while, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Frederick. You can call me Frederick, but it's not my actual name. Mm, Today I've been through a lot for the past few months, which I haven't journaled. It was been an inconsistent turn of me trying to journal less. And so a lot of things really did happen. I have 8 pages of the things that happened for the past few months, and I'll summarize it for all of you. And I'll make sure that you all will understand of what I'm saying. So today, first we'll talk about my school. In school arc, we could consider this an arc, or if that is fine to you. So this is school arc. A lot of things have happened. Expo and events and a lot of desperation towards on what is happening on our school, such as money. We have to pay for the events, we have to pay for the exam. It cost us 10,000 in total in order to just take an exam on for the tuition actually. And of course it has been so desperate. I have been so desperate for the past few months because of how well I was not doing well at school. It has been too it has been so inconsistent of what I'm doing at school right now. And so the total of the things that I did in school was nothing because I've been learning a lot of things that isn't from school. I've been learning piano instead of studying for the exam. I've been reading books that isn't constantly necessary to me and not for the academics. And most of all, I've been trading. Yes. And I also have decided that many of the students have been so so amazed and how well they are doing at school, even if it's just the last day of their school. Yes, as for me, I've seen myself that I wasn't doing great at school. So I don't care about that. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is that I'm learning something incredible, something deep. Philosophy. Philosophy. I've been learning a lot. Even if there's no school, I've been studying on the library. I don't care if people will consider me lonely, even if I went there and just sitting on myself reading books. That doesn't matter anyway. There's a lot of people out there. Yeah, there's a lot of people discussing some things, and it doesn't really matter to me because I don't care about them. Not necessarily speaking, not ruthlessly speaking, but it's the way of me being ruthless for now. And of course, let's talk about now. I'll budge this into for you guys, but we'll say that this is an arc of me stopping. It's a page of me stopping journaling because journaling makes me feel like it's useless. Yeah, and I understand it because I feel embarrassed of me reading. I feel embarrassed of me saying things that doesn't even matter in social media if people doesn't even watch. Well, that doesn't matter anyway to me now, but I do hope that it doesn't but I do hope that the things that I'm saying right now will absorb me, because sometimes it's just too impossible. It's just a possible way of saying that I might procrastinate. Yes, I have been procrastinating for the past few months. I have been lazy of doing journals. I'm not saying that I'm actually lazy, but a lot of things that have happened. Now let's talk about my girlfriend arc, a path where I took regrets. I took desperation. I have dozens of things that happened to me, and after an event. Yes, I was actually desperate because someone that I'm courting with, it's just too impossible to communicate with. She has too much time, and on social media she's constantly online. She's constantly posting stories but not chatting for me, which makes me realize that I don't matter. I'm just an average person anyway, and it's not the fact that I'm really average. I'm trying my best to be different, and yeah, after that, during the event, I desperately invited him to go on the event with me because it's um it's a bit of a waste of time if I don't invite him on something that matters. And so I deleted all those chats that I was pressuring, and then after that I tried to stop using social media for now. Now let's go to the media arc. Media arc is where I stopped using social media. It's also where I stopped going through it's also where I stopped courting her, which makes me realize that. Hold on. Alright. I'm sorry about what I'm about pausing. Alright. Where was I? Yes, on the media arc. A path where I stopped courting her, and a path where I stopped using social media for a week now. Well, it's also a week for me on stopping journal. I was inconsistent at that time. Well, for I said that I stopped using social media. I stopped doing journals at school arc. Well, a lot of things have been busy. I've been desperately trying my best to stop distraction from all over different things. I got constantly distracted on playing a game. I constantly get distracted on scrolling through the media. And so, I tried my best to eliminate them, but still come back to me. And so, let's talk about my friend's arc. After that, I've always been consistently going to gym, yes. And my friend always wanted me to go along with them, which is going to the park. And it's always been a rough time for me to adjust on myself, which is always a path where I could say no to them, and it's for my improvements, not for I'm not a type of person who would always say yes to everything, because why would I be what would I be doing what would I be doing in a park where I hold on a park where I won't be doing nothing instead of gossiping. I don't like gossiping. Yes, that's what my mindset is. I don't like gossiping other people's. I don't like gossiping different types of people has their who has different types of problems. That's who I am. And sorry. And there are different types of people. There are different types of people who does that. And that's the thing that I hate. It's pleasure. It's pleasing to say things to other people. Like read this person is has been cheating on her girlfriend. This person has been doing things with his girlfriend. That's not who I am. That's what I hate the most. Even my maid, I I hate it because of constant irrational thinking, of you saying things to other people. It's just too pathetic. Which I had the possibility to cut out my friends, even if you don't believe me. already did that. I'm just trying to act. Well, I did. I could say that I haven't cut them yet, but I wanted to because they don't matter. Well, not ruthlessly speaking, but they don't matter on my time because they wanted me to go along with them, which is useless, instead of me growing on something that I wanted to be and letting them allow myself to improve, instead of me going to gym, instead of them going to the park where I sometimes don't want to, sometimes I want to. Yeah, I stopped going along with them. Last time, the pl- it's always a pleasure for them, for me to be with them. So I cut off my pleasures, even masturbating. I cut. I'm trying my best to cut them off, even if things don't work. I try finding different ways, and I hope I'm listening to myself. I hope I listen to my own advice. But it's been a bit of time where I also discuss the burnout arc. Well, things happened irrationally. I did have seen results. I did have done consistently been through a lot of learnings, but I've been draining a lot. Burnout. You all know what that means, right? Hold on. Alright. Burnout. You all know what that means, right? People who get mentally tired, physically tired. Sometimes when I head to gym, I get physically tired. But I'm getting used to that. Me going to gym, staying at the jeep for a very long time, on 1 hour sometimes when it's traffic, and then gets mentally tired because of walking, and physically tired because of heading through gym. Not only that, I still have to wash our dishes, even if I'm not the one who's even if I head to gym, and then after that I'm trying my best to read books. I'm trying my best to trade on the market. Hold on. Alright. Apologies about my constant pausing things. I just hate getting interrupted most of the time, especially from something that is. Alright, where was I? Alright, burnout arc. Me experiencing a lot of things: distraction, laziness, tiredness, and even a lot of things that the media has got me. Even if I do something different, even if I do something rational, there's always distractions. That's what I see to myself. And so I try different ways. I've tried different types of things. And so I discovered Google Notes. Well, everyone discovers that Google Notes. But I tried to make my phone productive. I tried to remove different types of things. I deleted Facebook 2 times, but well, I still installed it. But today I deleted it now because I'm trying to change. I deleted Roblox. Well, I suppose that it's deleted, but I should have deleted it because sometimes it's just self-control that you needed in order to allow yourself to do something. And I'm also planning to delete Mobile Legends because it's a major distraction to me. Sometimes it's just too tempting to play games. And so the only reason why it's too tempting is because we can't control something that isn't going to allow us to. It's something that God is testing. It's something that God gives us a test. And now let's talk about. Hmm, I still have few things. I have a lot of things to say, but it's been a while. It's been 1 month, and I'm still trying my best to improve at speaking. I'm trying to debate an AI. Well, some of you don't do that, some of you does. But it's a way of me speaking directly through voice message. Now we'll talk about egotism. Egotism mark. Were a path of me saying that I'm good enough, but but realistically I'm not. My mind keeps telling me that I'm different, but I keep questioning AI about a lot of things. Why about my egotism, about why I play piano, why I trade, why I go to gym, why I read books, why I play chess. All of those things he says I'm rare. But to me, it's egotism. I constantly see myself ego. I constantly see my ego. I always try to clean it out. Well, things like that don't matter in the media. I've seen that. Well, in the media, I've been seeing different types of delusional people. Well, I'm not, no offense, but people who are delusional is just wasting their time. But no offense, actually. You can be delusional anytime you want. I also wanted to be delusional. I wanted to have a car. I wanted to have a profile called from Blue Period. I hope you know that anime. That guy with a black hair. It's quite cool. I could say that to myself, but I have no time for being delusional because the truth, the truth of me is that I'm tired of being delusional. I've always been. I'm trying my best to leave. Well, it's slowly fading, my delusional side. I hate the fact. One, hold on. Alright, sorry. Let me continue that once again. It's probably my last pause video, but I've probably been delusional for the past few months because of me thinking that I am good enough. Me thinking that I pick girls just because of my talent. And it's hmm, it's been a proof to me that I'm egotism. I've seen myself ego. I've seen my own ego. I've seen my own selfishness, my own righteousness about a lot of different things in the media and even in real life. Well, I could say that I'm a righteous person, but I don't like being a righteous one because it's always me who thinks that I'm trying my best. But you should say that I'm not a type of person who I'm not the type of person who likes being a common person who likes being a cool person who thinks that wearing the same people wearing the same outfit that people wear every day will act cool. But realistically, it's not. That's what I've seen in most people. Like that compression, like that shirt, that different types of shirt where you could say that people wear more often. In the Philippines, a lot of people does that. A lot of people head into the trends while there's simple uniqueness towards our society. And I confidently say that I am rare. Confidently say, because I've learned this from JGR. I have to be confident. If I'm different, you have to be confident that you are. That's what I learned. But still, egotism crawls onto me even today. I'm trying my best to leave this egotism away from me. This journal this journal might be very long, but I hope you don't mind. I've been I've been improving the gym. I've been going to gym. I've been reading books. I've been playing a piano, and that's where my light spark arc continues. A lot of things have happened. Like I said, I've edited my phone into a productive mode. I've tried different types of apps. I looked through different types of apps. I've discovered that notes can become list as well. You can use that to widget into your phone. So I put different types of widgets. YouTube widgets, Spotify. I also do vocal trainings. Playing piano for 2 hours. Reading one philosophy chapter book. Daily Stoic, yes. No, yes, Daily Stoic. Reading Stoics daily. This one as well. Letters from a Stoic. Not to mention that I've also read this one, Laws of Human Nature. Hold on. And also, this is the part. Which one should I? Sometimes I do write the knowledge that I've constantly applied, that I've constantly seen through different types of things. Different types of things such as school and free people, the concept of trading, a lot of those things, I wrote those down. Even the problems of different types of people. Even my problems, even my housemates' problems, even if they feel frustrated sometimes, I write that down. I write that constantly with this piece of pen. This is the only thing that is making me feel good. Not phone, not games. Well, sometimes games, but starting to fade because I'm 17 years old now and I have to change. Because if I start old, then it's a waste of time if I don't start early. Well, that doesn't make sense. Let me rephrase that. If I started old, then I'd waste half of my life. If I start 30 years old from now, then I'd waste 10 years. 10 years, 13 years, 15 years. If I started early, then I did waste 3 years from 2 years from let me 2 years from me doing useless things. I could say that instead of me improving, I just go ahead and play games. Well, I did start trading last year, but to me, I could say that a lot of things have happened for the past 1 year, and it's still good. It's still ongoing. A lot of things are happening. Last month, from this now, and so I improved little by little. 1% doesn't matter. I still have time to improve on what is going to be on the real world. I'm not the type of person who would just go on school just to learn something that the teachers have taught. The reason why I had to school is because to focus on what I learned from the book, not on teachers. Well, the tuition is a waste, but I could say it's a good thing for me, and not on what people give me, on what people gave me advices. People gave me advices, but I don't listen to them. You wanna know why? Especially from my stepfather, because if you listen to a person's advice, then you'll become like them. I mean, my stepfather has anger issues, not offensively speaking, but it's a cultural, but still, cultural culture inheritance can be controlled. Even I don't even know what I inherited. Is this because of my father, or I don't even know my father's? Now, since a lot of things have happened, let us talk about the pullback art. The reason why I call this pullback was because this is a part of me last week. Being desperate, playing Grow a Garden, playing Mobile Legends, midnight, and staying up late. I even passed on my sleeping time. But still, this is my second to the last arc. Well, if you could understand it. The arc where I always play games, where I've been desperately trying to go around looking for some beautiful girls. That's so pathetic, right? That's so pathetic to you. And I'm still wondering if someone does the same. Just friending people back. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that is wrong is just holding you back from what you are becoming. And so that happened to me one week. The part where I start playing Grow a Garden, and then trying to desperately do something that's supposed to do. Grow a Garden drained me from all those things, even games. And so, my last arc, the reborn arc, deleted my games from my phone. I'm also going to delete Mobile Legends because it's a useless thing. Well, someone says that playing games is a fake achievements, and I suppose that's right. Even social media is a fake though. Is a fake pleasure. Sure, it is a pleasure, but I could say that it's not. It's a waste of time. Once you go, you'll never get out. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty from speaking too much. That also happens to me in games. Even those silly characters from Mobile Legends. Mm, even if I, even those silly fruits from Goa Garden, all of those things holded me back. I know a lot of you won't understand me because I speak understand too less understandable. But this is a part of me where I'm trying my best. Even if I'm just a 17-year-old, I'm still going to find ways of me looking for a hole where I'll improve. I'm not going to listen through different types of people unless I think of them as a greater person than me. I'm not going to listen to someone else who doesn't control their emotions. I'm not going to listen to someone else who is frustrated about me doing things that is simple. Someone who always says that you should clean while they don't know what I'm doing in my room trying to improve a lot of things. They could say I could say that again, but I'm not saying that I'm against them. I'm just saying that I wanted to improve and not the type of person who always wants to clean. Sure, it is a responsibility of me, but at the end of the time, if I if I stick to her advice, then I'd become like her. So I'll stick to my own. That's all for today. Well, I do hope you learned a lot of things. I do hope you learned from me. I'm just posting videos through my phone, and that I'm still at that side. This is my journal. I don't know what number it is, but yeah. Thank you for listening.